All right. And we are now live, everybody. We are now live. So I have some really exciting news to share with all of you guys today. So I hope that you guys have a couple minutes. If I were you, I would really be taking some notes right now and preparing yourself to learn some things that you guys may or may not be privy to right now. My name is Dante Lewis. I'm from the Philadelphia area. I live currently in Atlanta now. But I've been traveling all over the world, all different sides of the globe to really share this information. This will be my first time sharing this publicly on my Facebook platform due to some new things that we're now allowed to discuss. So I'm fired up to tell you guys what is going on and to show you and to explain to you guys how it will be absolutely ludicrous for you not to be a part of this wonderful company that we have here, NEA Economy. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing I want to discuss is let's set some proper expectations before we continue, all right? So proper expectations. So what I'm about to share with you is extremely exciting. However, you must realize that success in the business and life is not easy. Everything takes hard work. Nothing is ever guaranteed. And the results I'm going to show you are based on hard work from experienced users of our products. There is a risk with getting involved in something new or to try anything new, and results may vary, but also there is no reward without taking any risk at all. So we've built a platform to where we can create success, and right now we can prove it. So this is very important for you guys to know. This is not an investment. We don't offer investments of any kind. We are about to show you how you can get access to technologies that can literally add convenience to your own lifestyle and may or may not be able to help you earn more money. So this is not your typical presentation. This isn't anything like you've seen ever before because there are certain things that are simply already proven. In the last 6 months of our pre-launch, we already have over 8,000 active customers currently utilizing our services and learning how to be able to make money from home and on their mobile phones. We also have already over 10 affiliates who are earning 6 figures plus, and hundreds more making great part-time income. So leaders like myself and some of the others that are a part of this group and a part of this bunch are really having big time success. And it's only a pre-launch. Like we just started this thing in April and we put the pieces together. Everything is aligned and it's time for us to really open the doors and let you guys know what it is that we've been working on. So I hope you guys got your notepads out. We already are way ahead of the game with the most advanced artificial intelligence technology that there is. And we are about to attract millions and millions and millions of more people. We're going to discuss exactly why. So first of all, I'm gonna show you guys what we've already been doing. So for the last 6 months, me, myself, and a lot of the other leaders have had to kind of remain relatively quiet about some of the details of the project and some of the things that we've had in the tuck. We weren't allowed to talk about them publicly because of the pre-launch and things like that. And now it's time for us to show you what we've already been doing. And then we're going to go into the details of what's about to happen over the course of the next 60 days. That's really going to put us on the map and make us a household name. So I'm excited to get into the details of all of this. So I'm pumped up. So what is it that we do? What have we been doing for the last 6 months? Well, we've been helping people make money in the foreign exchange markets over the course of the last 6 months. And it's like, how do we do that? Or some of you guys on here might not even know exactly what Forex is. So if you've ever been outside of the country, like a couple weeks ago, me and a lot of the leaders, we went to Mexico. And when we went to Mexico, you guys don't know this, but you can't spend your US dollars in Mexico. You have to use the currency of that hometown or that country, which is the peso. So when I went to Mexico, I actually had to go into the airport and exchange my US dollars for the Mexican peso. So that way I can exchange and spend money while I was over there. Where Forex is involved or how you make money in Forex is that those exchange rates simply are never exactly the same, meaning that let's say today I go to Mexico with $1,000 with me and I exchange that into pesos. And for some reason, I don't spend any money while I'm actually in Mexico. So I have $1,000 worth of pesos in my pocket. And when I come back home to the US in a week, when I exchange my pesos back to dollars, because remember, I didn't spend any of it, I'm not going to get $1,000 back evenly when I make that exchange. It might be $1,200. It might be $800. So there's a possibility to make or lose money by simply capitalizing on the exchange rates. And that difference right there is what Forex is. That's what Forex is about, is that difference in the exchanges of currencies. And it's important to go into currencies because it shows you how big and how large this market really is. And it's the highest capital market in the entire world. There's over $6.6 trillion traded every single day in Forex. And when we say that, I feel like people don't really understand how much money that really is moving. Like if I told you right now to go outside and count to 1 trillion, guess how long it would take for me to see you again? It'd take about 30 years for you to count to 1 trillion in seconds. So it's insane how much money is being moved in these markets every day. And it doesn't require a special license or a whole bunch of education or a large amount of capital to actually be able to participate in the foreign exchange markets. But here's the thing that people don't really know, is that if you have any money in a bank right now, you're already participating in Forex. So it's like your money in the bank, banks get paid a lot of money and they trade your money in the foreign exchange market. So you get paid from your job, you go put that into the bank. The bank's gonna go then trade your money, make more money with it, keep it for the bank, and then give you back less than 1% a year in most cases. And in my opinion, I think that that's wrong. So I've been on a mission in the last 3 to 4 years since I've gotten exposed to Forex to at least educate people on what is already happening with your money. It's not like an option to participate in Forex or not. You're already in it when you put your money into the bank. It's just that you're allowing the banks to capitalize off of your money as opposed to you capitalizing on your money. So it's like, where does economy come in inside of all this whole platform? We've decided to combine Forex with artificial intelligence, also known as AI. When I say AI, it's funny because like you kind of get this image right here, this guy, and you think about planes blowing up and robots taking over the world and stuff like that. And in reality, it's just not. And there are regular things on the day-to-day basis that artificial intelligence is involved in that is affecting your life right now. For example, I just went to Walmart a couple of days ago, and I remember going to Walmart as a kid, and you go inside of Walmart, and there's 10, maybe 12 ladies or gentlemen working at the front, bringing out all your food and stuff like that. And there's a people who are working paid jobs who are there. And now when I go inside of Walmart, I look to the left and to the right, there may be 1 or 2 people actually checking out stuff, but everything else is all self-checkout. Self-checkout is AI. Like the other day, I was actually in an Uber. This is probably like a month or 2 ago now. I was in an Uber. The guy who was driving me had to be like 62, 63 years old guy. And me and him are having a conversation. And he actually got caught up talking to me. And while he was talking to me, a guy like is on like one of those little scooter things. And he's riding a scooter and he rides it directly across the street inside of the guy's way who I was driving with. And the guy is talking to me. I look up, I see the guy crossing the street. I'm like, so like, you know, I had that moment like, oh my God, something bad's about to really happen. And then out of nowhere, boom, my head hits the front of the thing. And literally like the guy, I thought the guy had slammed on the brakes. And in reality, I'm like, dude, oh man, you got a really fast foot. Like that was so quick. And he's like, dude, that wasn't me, that was the car. The car had a built-in program to stop it if it was going past a certain miles per hour when it approached an object, and it happened automatically. So AI is literally just making manual processes easier by doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And machine learning is so much more intelligent than any human will ever be. I saw this study, I think Sal actually showed me this, that they built a machine to be able to play chess. So they built an artificial intelligence machine to play chess. Once they learned how to play chess in like an hour, they literally flew the best chess players in the entire world out to play this machine in chess, and not one human being was actually able to get a victory over the machine that had just learned how to trade. Just learned how to play chess hours ago. So it's insane what can happen with the power of AI. And for me personally, I think that it's important to have AI involved in Forex, because majority of people involved in Forex, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but they don't win. So majority of people promoting education and all about manually learning how the process is, and utilizing the human brain to become expert Forex traders, it's 96% chance that that person will never actually be consistently profitable. So what we're here trying to do in the economy is make the trading process easier, make the decision making easier, and allow people to actually be able to win. And I think it's a beautiful thing, because AI allows people to be able to have success in the markets without having to spend hours and hours and hours learning how to trade. And I'll be the first to tell you that I spent those hours. I spent countless hours in my sister's basement practicing and learning how to trade before I had made any money. And it's a process that most people simply aren't willing to go through. And then even after you learn, you have to be mindful of your own emotions. You have to be mindful of your own greed and your patience and things like that. And those are the reasons that most people don't win in Forex. So if you remove the emotion and the greed and the impatience out of it, and just simply make it on the correct decision making every single time, you'll find yourself so much more profitable. And I think that it's amazing that we've been able to combine these two things. So what exactly is it? What does it look like? What does this process look like? Well, one of the tools we've been using for the last 6 months is called the Trade Compass. And the Trade Compass is a Forex alert system. It's not a signal like service at all in any way, shape, or form. All it is an artificially intelligent program that basically will send you alerts wherever you're at during the day. So you can be out with your spouse, you can be with the kids, you can be at work, you can be anywhere, and get a notification right to this thing here on your cell phone, and then literally be able to decide whether or not the trades that they sent you as potentially good setups are good or not. So it saves you time from having to spend hours on hours on hours on end, scrounging through the markets, trying to find a good setup when you can be out with your family, living your best life. The Trade Compass alert system is going to send you alerts from maybe 20 to 40 every single day. And it's insane, because I used to think it was only for people who are new in trading. And I was already trading for years before I ever got exposed to the economy. So when I first saw this product, I was like, I don't need that. That's more for people who are brand new and don't know anything about it. But as an experienced Forex trader now, I use the Trade Compass all the time. And it just makes it so much easier to just grab little bits of quick profits while I'm living my life, doing my thing, building the business, and doing so much other stuff. It allows me to still be profitable in the markets without taking up my time. And that is major for me personally. And we have customers making all different types of amounts of money utilizing this tool, because there's no limit or no barrier to the account size that you can utilize this with. So there's people who come in and they use $50 accounts and trade them with the Trade Compass. And then there's people who got $5,000 accounts that utilize them with the Trade Compass. So it's really all on you. And now it is definitely 100% possible that you can lose money in the foreign exchange market. We already had this conversation, but that's why we provide step-by-step instructions and coaching to help you learn and to help you master this thing, so that way you can have success. And it's mind-blowing what a little bit of education and some new technology can do in your life. And I challenge you to take a look at something like this. So that's one of our things that we have, one of our products, which is the Trade Compass. Also, at the same time, we have a product and we have a platform. It's called Seed. Seed stands for Connect, Empower, Elevate, and Develop. And also, Seed is the last four letters of the word succeed. And what it is we provide education on multiple types of financial markets, including Forex, including real estate. We also teach you how to create and sustain wealth. And I don't want you to overlook that, because a lot of people are trying to help you make money, and we're really locked in on trying to help you keep it for a long time. I know you've seen, is anybody else on here know anybody who might have made a lot of money years ago, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they don't have that money anymore, or they don't have access to it anymore, or they lost it or blew it, or you know what I mean, everything turned. Like, comment a 5, put a 5 on this Facebook Live right now. If you know anybody in your life or anybody that you may have seen on TV that made a lot of money at some point in time and then they didn't have it anymore years down the line, put a comment in there if you know anybody that's ever happened to. So here at Economy, we're trying to not let that happen to you. We also have exclusive training from some of the world's best experts who are already successful themselves. Like I say this all the time, like, I'm not a travel agent. I can't lead you somewhere that I've never been. So when you go online, you see all these gurus and people with books and webinars and all this kind of stuff, and they're teaching you about stuff that it may sound like they know what they're talking about, but it doesn't mean that they've actually already been successful. And if I told you guys some of the business icons that we have getting on our Seed platform coming up very, very soon, you'd be blown away. And we're all about self-development, mindset training, and multiple different empowerment strategies. So for the duration of the last 6 months, with simply the Trade Compass, Seed, and something else I'm about to show you, we've been able to enroll over 8,000 happy customers who love this product and who love this platform. So what else it is that we have? What else is going on? What's happening in the next 60 days? I want you guys to pay close attention because we're about to get into some real good details here. So now we have our brand new trading assistant. And this is something that is completely different than anybody else on planet Earth has access to legally that's out there in the public. So I want you guys to pay attention to this and why it works. What it does is it makes trading even easier than the Trade Compass product. It is the perfect solution for somebody who knows absolutely nothing about trading, as well as somebody who is already a multi-year advanced trader. We have guys who've been trading 6- and 7-figure accounts for years that utilize these tools and love them. We've been running a free beta test of this product now for the last 6 months that came alongside of our Seed and our Trade Compass platform. And the results we've seen with the Trade Assistant, if only I could just tell you. If you're curious, if anybody on this Facebook Live, webinar, Zoom, whatever you want to call it, has seen some sort of positive result utilizing our Trade Assistant while we've been beta testing it over the last 6 months, can you just comment a 3? Can we just put 1 3 in here if you've seen the results of what this can do? And if you haven't, I highly advise that you get in contact with whoever introduced this to you and say, yo, I want to see what their results are. I want to see why they're so excited. I want to see what is exactly going on. What are the numbers like? We can't discuss these kind of things publicly, but we can certainly send you some results and show you what it is that we've been doing with this product. And what's great about it is that now there'll be 2 versions of this launching very, very soon inside the next 60 days. And the 2 versions, one of them is going to be basically, it's going to look just like this, to where the artificial intelligence is going to decide or not whether this is a good trade, and they're going to send it to you. And you're going to see this option right here. It's going to say accept trade or close it. So you have the ability to accept this trade. So you're not going to have to make any decisions. You're not going to have to do any analysis. You're not even going to have to look at a chart. All you're going to have to do is press accept trade, and it's going to say your trade acceptance proposal was good, and that trade account, that trade will be now on your account. It can't get any easier than that. And that's only for US clients because of a lot of the laws and things like that go on in the US. They're a lot more strict with things like this. But if you don't live in the US, you won't even have to press accept trade. You just set the parameters on your own personal assistant on how you want it to trade on your account based on your own risk tolerance. There are some people who are extremely conservative. There are some people who are extremely risky. It doesn't really matter where you fall on the spectrum. This is something that you can use because you're in complete control of how it trades. All it's going to do is listen to how you set it to trade, and then you just hit accept trade whenever you see trades that you like. And if you live outside of the US, you don't even have to hit accept trade. So again, we've been beta testing this behind the scenes now for 6 months, and the results are mind-blowing. There's nobody else out there who has anything even close to how good this is. And I highly advise you to get back to the person who invited you to this call, invited you to this Facebook, however you're viewing this platform. I highly advise you get with that person and you ask them to see some of the results of how their beta test has been utilizing the trade assistant. So now we're about to launch. I gotta sit back for this one because we're about to launch this mobile app. It's about to change a lot of people's lives, and it can only really be described in one word, and that word is viral. So how do apps go viral? How does anything go viral? Only things in life that go viral are things that provide massive amounts of value and don't cost anybody anything. That's how you go viral, when there's no barrier of entry because it's free, but at the same time, there's still massive amounts of value. So that's why everybody has it. So this app that we're going to discuss has already had millions of dollars invested into it, almost 8 figures invested into this app as they've been developing it over the last 8 years. Well, Economy received the exclusive rights to it, and we are going to be the people to bring it to our market. I'm so excited for this. So what is it that it does? What is it that it does? How can this thing go viral? Well, I don't know about all of you guys, but I'm sure some of you on here have tried at some point in time to send money to somebody internationally. And if you've never tried it, pretty much sending money internationally can be a real hassle, because the number one and number two way to do so are Western Union and MoneyGram. If you guys don't know anything about them, you have to actually go into a physical brick and mortar building and then fill out like 2 pages of paperwork just to be able to send money to somebody internationally. And on top of that, they're going to tax you a lot of money just to send that money. And the people who are usually needing to send money internationally are people who've just come to America and they still have their families back home, so they got to send money, and it's not like they have a plethora of income. So the fact that Western Union and MoneyGram are taxing these individuals a lot of money to send money to their own people is insane to me, and there has to be a better solution. And Bitcoin is that better solution for some, but Bitcoin, if you're not already familiar with Bitcoin, it can be extremely difficult to get, and it can be very, very confusing to be able to monetize, confusing to be able to work. So it doesn't really help most people because they're extremely uncomfortable with the space as of now. And on top of that, it is still big time exchange rate fees that they're going to be taxing you to send money internationally. So what are we going to do to fix the problem? Well, there's a lot of different things you guys are going to see here. This is going to be literally, like, right now the world is more connected than ever, but it has a greater separation on top of that. And let's get into some details. This app is going to incorporate an entire social media platform. We're going to have a messaging system on there. It's going to be able to get you guys different kinds of coupons and gifts and things of that nature. It's going to be able to have travel services on there as well. And on top of that, it's going to be able to have an entire e-commerce platform. Like, these are all like $1 million, $1 billion industries right here. I hope you guys understand that. And so I don't want this to be light as far as what it is, how special this tool is that we have right here. You cannot just overlook how this is going to work, and it's going to be just like this. So Economy is the best app to increase your own personal productivity. And why and how is that? So our app is for businesses, it's for individuals, it's for all different types of people. And again, it is going to be completely free to utilize. Like, let me say that again. Free, like F-R-E-E. You can comment free in the chat box, but definitely going to be free. And what it is that it's going to have a next generation software and a social business card. So I don't know about you guys, but the last time somebody gave me a business card, it ended up under my mattress within 24 hours. So paper business cards are really, really out of style. We're in a tech and digital world. There's no point in being able to utilize business cards as your main source of being able to let other individuals know more about your business. On the app, it'll also have a news feed and be able to have videos, kind of like an Instagram TV kind of a look. It'll also be tied into and connected with multiple different social networks on top of that. And here's where things start to get really fun. I don't know if many of you guys are business owners, but if you have a product or a service or something like that that you offer people, the app will be e-commerce integrated, which means that you can have your own profile and sell your products off of that profile, just like you would on eBay, Shopify, or Amazon. And I know that there are a plethora of individuals who've created seven-figure businesses by being able to sell items on Amazon, eBay, and Shopify. And you now can do that all from your e-commerce app through Economy, which is going to bring massive amounts of value to everybody, because it's not going to cost you as much as it would cost you utilizing these other platforms. Remember that Economy is already rocking and rolling with our trading softwares and all of that. So we're not looking at the app as the money maker of the situation. We're going to make tons of money utilizing the products that we have, being able to generate customers and all that. This is free. So we're going to be able to cut costs on a lot of the other things that Shopify and Amazon and these other places simply can't cut costs on right now. One of my favorite parts about the app is that we have our own encrypted messaging and text service, messaging, text, and audio service. I apologize. And when we say that, encrypted, I didn't really understand that when I first heard it, but encrypted meaning that the other day, actually, this is last week, though, we went to Miami, and right before we went, I had a friend of mine message me asking me, did I have an air mattress that I can bring down so he can crash on me, because there was like 15 of us in the house. And he messaged me about that, and I'm like, nah, I actually got to get another air pump. And I sent that to him in a Facebook message like 2 weeks ago. The very next day, as I'm scrolling down my Facebook feed, I literally see, hey, buy an air pump for $9.99 on my Facebook thing as an advertisement. I'm like, how did they know I just sent him? Like, you know what I mean? In my brain, I'm like, how did they just know that? Like, I was so frustrated. But that kind of stuff happens all the time. You'd be talking about a car to somebody. Next thing you know, you're scrolling and it's on your feed. You're like, wait, how did they know I was talking about that specific? It's because they're listening. That's not an accident. They're listening, they're watching. Your information is not private. These things are out there. And with us inside of our messaging and text, the audio app, it's going to be all encrypted, meaning that all your conversations are private, which even if you're not talking about any super secretive information, just for the strength to know that you can have a conversation with another human being through your cell phone and know that nobody else is listening to it should bring you so much more comfort. And also we're going to have access to different deals and coupons and stuff like that as well. But my favorite part is that we have an integrated dynamic e-wallet that comes along with the platform, and I'll show you guys some details on that right here. So if you guys didn't know this, there's about almost 8 billion people on planet Earth right now, and there are over 2 billion adults who do not have bank accounts on planet Earth right now. 2 billion adults, okay? Now, out of those 2 billion adults, 1 billion of them have a smartphone. So there's 1 billion adults walking around who have cell phones but no access to banking services, which is just describing the need for exactly what it is that we have. So with those individuals who don't have banking services, you can get that through our Economy app, meaning that you can now enroll with Economy, and this is getting free. You can get a virtual Visa or MasterCard that you can be able to use like an online bank, which provides massive amounts of value to people. And again, you'll be able to send money back and forth to people strictly through the app, very similar to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and things like that, except for it actually works internationally. And I think that I think that Cash App has over 10 million users in the United States right now, meaning that in the United States is one country, there's 195 countries on planet Earth, and there's 10 million people utilizing Cash App right here, right now. So don't you think that it'd be more people utilizing a service that expands bigger than Cash App does? I think so. It can direct connect to your bank accounts, means that you can upload and withdraw money directly to your bank through the app. It'll be able to be used for different payroll deposits. If you're a business owner, you can pay out your employees through the app for much cheaper. It'll be some micro lending services on there, so you might be able to get a loan through the app. And one of my favorite parts is that it's Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay compatible. And no, that does not mean we cut a deal with Apple, Google, or Samsung. What that means is that we have the ability to convert money that you have directly on your app and utilize it with Apple Pay and Google Pay and Samsung, which happens all the time. I see the little 3- sign in most stores that I go to. So you can have cryptocurrency and literally make a payment with something right there on the spot by utilizing Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay, which is, I think that is just insane, because if you guys know any of my Forex traders on here, I withdraw and upload to my broker via Bitcoin all the time. So to think that I can make some successful trades in the morning, withdraw it, have it about tonight, and spend it on a drink at the bar that same night, sounds like a lot of fun to me. So I'm excited about that. I'm really, really pumped. Another thing that we have is that our small business platform, which allows you guys to be able to run ads and market on the app to different people. And again, we just said there's over 10 million people using Cash App right now. So if this is open to the whole world, wouldn't there be more people utilizing this app than Cash App, because it actually can work outside the country? Just makes sense. I mean, there's going to be millions and millions and millions of people utilizing this, which means it means millions of people that you can now market whatever it is your business, your service is, to the app. Like, this is funny because like there are going to be people and big time leaders who are part of other companies and other projects who are going to utilize this because it brings massive amounts of value. It doesn't matter what company you're a part of, when there's just enough value on the table and it doesn't cost you $1. The only app on earth right now that can even do anything close to this is WeChat. Now, probably a lot of my American friends on here don't know what WeChat is, but WeChat is only used in China and is the #1 Chinese payment. And they can book, they can like schedule appointments, they can pay for stuff, they can order food, they can do a lot of stuff on their WeChat app. And they do over 1 billion transactions per day on WeChat, only in China. They bring in over $7 trillion in transactions every single year, only in China. There's, again, how many countries did I say it was? 195 different countries on earth, and WeChat is the supplier for one of them, which means that there are 194 other countries in the world who have nothing that can put all these different platforms together like the economy is going to be together. So it's incredible. I'm so excited for the launch of this, and this is going to go down all within the next 60 days will our app be released. So economy is going to take now the money that we make and the profits that we generate from all the activity inside the app, and then share them with the affiliates who are actually a part of the company. So because of the fact that we're going to be giving out so much free value, there's going to be so many transactions and things like that, the company is going to now help out some of the leader affiliates to be able to make some extra money by sharing the profits that they make from the app with them. If you guys aren't blown away, I can't see the Facebook comments right now, but if you guys are blown away right now, if that just excited you, the details of this app that's going to be coming out, can I just get a 111 in the chat box, or 111 on Facebook? I don't know where you guys are at. I'm talking to myself right now, but it's all good. So one thing that I want you guys to know is that this is already working. Remember, don't forget, like, we already have 8,000 happy customers, and we already have the Trade Compass and Seed, and we have our new trade assistant coming out, and we have over 1,000 happy affiliates. I mean, there's 1,000 people who are part of this platform already, being able to refer customers and be able to make extra money from that. We're in currently 90 different countries right now, and it's about to get a whole lot crazier once we release the official launch of our trade assistant, and on top of that, the economy app. So imagine we're already having big time success with our current products. If you don't believe it, get in touch with somebody who can show you some results. Then again, another thing, we're about to add more products with even more advanced technology. We're about to add a brand new entire back office solution for managing business activity and making it a lot easier to be able to run a successful business. And we already have 10 affiliates making 6 figures plus with the products that with the back office that we have now. We're about to add even more payment solutions to expand business even more globally than it already is. So the question now is like, who is this for? Well, I mean, if you work a job, it's probably for you. I mean, if you work from home, this is probably something you can get a lot of value out of. If you have a whole lot of money, there's no way you couldn't be able to do something like this. And if you don't have any money at all, this would be the vehicle for you to be able to help you make some extra income. If you know a ton of people, you can probably have some big time success with us. And if you don't know anybody and you hate everybody out there, you can still make money and have success. What do you get? You get our Seed Mastermind Coaching, Connect, Empower, Elevate, and Develop, and you'll be able to plug in and listen to some of the world's biggest, largest, most successful business moguls. I can't drop any names right now, but you'll be able to plug in and get massive amounts of value out of it. You'll get access to our Trade Compass Alert software, which we discussed already is making people all different types of money. It doesn't have any barriers to how much money you can start with it. You can literally start it with a $50 account and be able to grow from there. And then most importantly is you can really get a beta test of our brand new trade assistant, which makes trading easier than any other product that I've ever personally seen before we even release it publicly, which is insane. And on top of that, you'll get access to our elite community of affiliate leaders to show you the way of success. So I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of what it is that we're discussing today. And I just wanted to let you know that successful people make their decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. Failures make their decisions slowly and change their minds quickly. By Andy Andrews, it's a great, great quote, because really it's to say that this ain't for everybody. I mean, to be honest, like it's okay. It's almost what I say, 8 billion people on earth right now. So this isn't going to be for everybody, but it's for those who are ready to learn, apply, and to make a change on their life right now. So what you need to do is find out how you can get positioned to earn money off the future users of the app. Like Economy will be assigning the value of new customers to those who joined before. You can also earn a free subscription by sharing this with 3 other customers. Guys, this is insane. This platform is incredible. Like what we're about to do and how many lives we're about to seriously help and change blows my mind with just the app alone. The app gives me the chills because I know I've sent money to people internationally before. I can just see how much value this is going to provide with being able to run ads to your business on just the app. And on top of the fact that we have services that are making people money almost every single day. Again, I'd highly advise, if you haven't seen it already, to go check out some results. But what is it that you need to be doing right now? What you need to be doing is you need to reach back out to the person who shared this with you, and you need to find out how exactly can you get started. You cannot go to economy.com and join a part of this company. It has to be through somebody specifically that's going to give you the keys, give you access to have products, to utilize these products, these services, and to be a part of what's going to happen before we launch our app. And again, there is a huge financial gain and a huge financial benefit from you literally being a part of this before we release this game-changing app. So I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of what it is that we discussed today. I know there's a ton of people on here. I'm getting phone blowing up all crazy. So let's rock and roll, guys. I'm pumped up. Thank you so much.